What's up, good people? Thank you for joining me here on the lab on Good Cube Kitchen. My name is Yassine Butler and I am your host. This week we're going to be making a leftovers episode. Last week I made ratatouille. Absolutely loved it, killed it. Me and my roommates all enjoyed it. But I have a whole bunch of leftover zucchini. And I don't know about you, but usually when I make a recipe, I end up having leftover ingredients that I don't know what to do with. This week I wanted to tackle this leftover ingredient, zucchini. And I was like, how am I going to do that? And I realized zucchini bread. Now that I am attempting to lose some weight using the keto diet, I know that I can't have regular carbs and bread. So I was like, how do I get a good piece of bread? And I can use just these few ingredients to make a really good zucchini bread. So we're going to get started on that.
Add over our zucchini.
So now we're going to take some cheesecloth and we're going to squeeze out the excess liquid from our zucchini. Now that we've put this in here, we're going to get rid of all of this and then strain it. So what you want to do is take your cheesecloth, or you can do this with a clean kitchen towel, and you want to squeeze. So now that we squeeze that pretty much dry, going to set that right here. And we're going to mix up our dry ingredients. We need 2 cups of almond flour. And 1 teaspoon of baking powder.
Just stir those together. And then a teaspoon salt. So just give these a good forking together. Then set them to the side, and let's get our wet ingredients going. 2 large eggs.
And then a 1/4 cup of our fats. And so for this, I did a combination of coconut oil and butter. So, and a 1/4 cup is just 3 tablespoons. Yeah. Add that last little bit in. And then the last thing we need to measure out is a cup of our strained vegetables. And we're going to pack this down to make sure that we get a good cup. All right. So now just combining it all together. Go. Now the cool thing about this is if you really want a good fat bomb, you could add half a cup of cheese to this to make this a cheesy zucchini bread. If you really want something sweet, you can add half a cup of your favorite kind of sweetener to make it a sweet dessert. It's completely up to you. The reason that I'm not going to make this into a sweet dessert is that I want to be able to use it for either. I want to be able to take it, slice it, put some peanut butter on it, and have a snack. I want to be able to put some cheese, some ham in the middle of 2 slices and have myself a sandwich. I want to be able to do any of that. And so I'm going to go with this very neutral flavor. But you can take zucchini bread however you want to. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to allow this to sit for a little while, about 10-15 minutes, so that it can absorb all of that moisture. Even though almond flour is not super absorbent, the nuts are going to absorb some of that liquid, and that's going to help it to have a better texture. All right. So now just to prep our pan, we're going to just lube it up a little bit with this coconut oil. Benefits of silicone. You can turn it inside out like this. One really cool thing is the use of the baking soda really gives it a very bready smell. Even though it doesn't smell exactly like bread, something about this combination smells like a dough made with flour. I don't know, maybe it's just one of those sensory trigger things. I smell the baking soda and it reminds me of bread, but this really does smell like a biscuit dough or something. It really smells delicious. I can't wait to try this. So I'm going to pop it in a 350-degree oven. I allowed the zucchini bread to cool, so let's give it a cut. Mm. That's actually really good. Like with any gluten-free bread, the texture takes some getting used to. But it's got a good moisture. It has a texture, kind of like cornbread, but moister. I don't know why people hate the word moist. It's perfect. It's almost an onomatopoeia. Mm. The zucchini, and maybe it's the addition of the squash, kind of tastes like cornbread, actually. Next time, what I would do is double this recipe or get a more narrow pan so that I could really slice this into sandwich bread. Maybe squeeze out a little bit more of the liquid so that it will be a bit drier. Yeah, I think that's the word I want. I think I would like it a little bit drier if I'm going to use it as a sandwich loaf, but as just a snack as is, it would be perfect with as like a grilled cheese. Oh, this would taste so good as a grilled cheese. Oh, this would be fire as a grilled cheese. I could even see somebody doing a peanut butter and jelly on this. I'm really here for zucchini bread.
So, thank you for joining me here on this week's episode of The Lab. I hope that this zucchini bread is something that you can take and add to your diet repertoire. It's super delicious and it's super versatile. A little cheese, a little fruit, a little non-sugar sweetener, and you could have a range of different desserts. It's completely up to what you want to do with this base recipe. With that being said, I hope that you have the best rest of your weekend. And as always, thank the good Lord for good food and good times. All that good is good cute. If you haven't voted today for me to be your favorite chef, please go to favechef.com/2021/Yassine-Butler to vote to get me into the top 5. I know that with your support, we can make it all the way to #1 from this group. So as always, have a good one. Peace.